Guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Monix, and today we're gonna be talking about some Splitgate, and I want to personally list like a few reasons why Splitgate is not doing good. And one of the reasons I want to start off with is monetization, and I think a lot of companies nowadays is just not getting this one right. I don't know why. I don't know if they're greedy, or I don't know if they just fear they're not going to get anything in return if they start to be a lot more consumer friendly with the microtransaction, like the ways of how they do it. I don't know, but there is one company in particular I want to highlight on this section, and that's Embark. I think Embark does a pretty good job, not just with the finals, but with our creators as well, with their monetization scheme and stuff, about how like you can buy any battle pass at any time, and also just like how the prices are fair. Like, I think Splitgate should have it to where they remove all FOMO tactics, because there's still FOMO in Splitgate for some weird reason. I don't know why, but I think if they allow us to buy, like, let's say season 1, right? Like, let's say you got the, premium version of season 1, but you didn't get the ultra version of season 1, then you can always go back and get the ultra version of season 1. Or if you didn't buy season 1 because you didn't discover Splitgate until like seasons down the road, then you can go back and buy that certain season. So that's pretty much what I think 1047 should work on, is the monetization scheme. And also, please make better skins, man. That's all I have to say. Make better skins. Like, the weapon skins are not too bad, but like the skins in general, like just the outfits, the character outfits, we're gonna have to work on that. 1047. Yeah. Alright, so the next section I have is the lack of lore presence. And I want to not understate this, because I need people to understand lore is very, 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 and I mean very important. The reason why I say it's very important is because there's a lot of people in the video game industry that just really just want to, like, look at the storytelling of each franchise. And not only that, but it keeps the discourse for that franchise to be talked about a lot longer than if it was just a multiplayer only thing, or it just doesn't have any lore, you're just playing the game or whatever, right? Like, I think it will give the franchise a little bit of brand recognition. Call of Duty, they have Captain Price, Soap, Ghost, they have like iconic characters. Halo, of course we know Halo has Master Chief, Cortana, Johnson. Like, we have all these iconic characters for these franchises, but Splitgate doesn't really have that much of lore presence. Now it does have some lore, and they did put out a few comics for Splitgate 2 before it became Arena Reloaded, but all that just stopped. Like, we didn't see anything at all we knew was the rumors of like the original lore team just left. They just left the studio. That was it. So 1047. And also, there's another game I want to highlight, and another studio too, and they're called Digital Extremes, and basically they work on a game called Warframe. And how they do it is, like, they have a thing called main quests, side quests, and they have it to where the main quests have like pre-rendered cutscenes and stuff, and and then after that you're just like doing like certain objectives. Like, you're not doing like something too crazy, but you're just doing objectives until you get to a certain point. It's like a linear campaign of some sorts, but you're doing a variety of objectives to make sure that you're progressing through the story and stuff. And basically it just has a lot of lore presence, and I think that's what 1047 should also take away from as well. Alright, so the next one I have, the third one I have, is marketing. Now, marketing is pretty self-explanatory, pretty much. Like, this game, a lot of people don't even know this game even is either A, you don't even know this game existed, or B, you think this game is still Splitgate 2, or C, you thought it either shut down or it's still going back to beta. They need to start the marketing for Arena Reloaded sometime soon before it's too late. Because once it's too late, there's nothing you can do about it. No one's gonna want to jump in and stuff. And I know a lot of people have been saying wait until they have a lot of content to suffice those players, and I do agree somewhat, but they can't wait too late because there's always only a window of opportunity at a certain time. So yeah, that's pretty much it I gotta say for that. Number five is just quality of life changes and bug fixes. There's still bugs. There's one bug that I want to highlight, and it's like there was one weapon code that they gave us because there was unreleased, weapon cosmetics and stuff, or just cosmetics in general. And pretty much with this, you're actually able to, see the cosmetics, but they apologize for it. So since we can't use them, of course, they gave us a weapon code, and they gave us, I think it's called the Shimmer Temple. Yes, the Shimmer. It's the Shimmer Temple skin, and it looks pretty cool. But once I equip it in game, it just defaults me to like a default starter loadout, and I'm over here like, what? Like, it changed my equipment, my weapon, like just everything, man. So I'm just like, man, what? Also, if you guys hear rain, it's pouring down right now. Like, God, like, but yeah. And just quality of life changes, man. Like, maybe allow us to multi-queue since the game doesn't have that much players at the moment, where we can multi-queue and in multiple different modes at the same time. But otherwise, we still have a lot of bugs that are still here ever since basically Splitgate 2. Like, for example, your badges that you have, showing up on your player card is still like getting reset after you get a new badge. And then you still got like, your game crashes, of course. And pretty much that's all I gotta say for that front. And yeah, that's really it. Not that much. I know you guys, maybe have more reasons, on why Splitgate is not hidden as much for a lot of people. And yeah, man, I want to say my final reason, and the final reason why is because I think the game might need something completely original and new to, twirl up like a lot of people. And they may be like, hey, there's something new, because I think a lot of people don't realize is that arena shooters are like multiple decades old at this point, like one of the oldest, genres of gaming, really, to be honest with you. And it's just like, oh man, like a lot of people are just tired of just like, respawn and die and stuff. And I think it might be time to introduce a brand new something. I don't know what that is, but something to switch it up, right? Because right now, of course, I love the core gameplay and stuff, but we also need to switch up something too. But that's what I'm just saying. But like I said, I do think the core gameplay, like everybody else, is really good. But that's not enough to carry the game for a lot of people. I'm like one of those rare exceptions of gamers where like I rather core gameplay over, or like, I guess, uniqueness or something. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And your boy Monix is out.
Victoria!